Hey guys, Tango here, and today I have a tutorial for you for a new cow farm. So real quick, let me show you how this works. I think you're gonna like it. So hop over here to your handy dandy little control panel here and turn the water from off to on. You'll see all the cows in all 4 breeding cells are gonna come to life, start bouncing like crazy. Very easy now to just spam your wheat right on top of them and start breeding them like crazy. When you're done, just go ahead and turn the water off. The cows are going to go back to their resting spot, and all the babies are going to shoot out in all random directions, but eventually they're going to make it into that water channel down below there. They're going to swing around the back, go up a water elevator, and fall into this holding area right here, as you can see they're doing right now. Now, occasionally they're going to bounce a little bit or so, but there's an automatic time delay built into the system after you turn the water off that's going to give them time to stop doing their little bouncy thing. Now, after that, you got a couple of options here. You got automatic and manual kill mode. So for manual kill mode, which it's on now, if you got like a looting 3 sword, maybe with some fire aspect, you can come on over here and kill them all up yourself, get much more resources that way. And as you'd expect, all the items are going to go into this chest right here. Now, for automatic mode, you go ahead and pop that on. The cows, when they grow up, are going to die automatically. And this little switch here is for automatic mode only. If you have it up, you're going to get raw beef. The cows grow up, they're going to suffocate. And if you have it here, when the cows grow up, they're going to burn and you're going to get cooked steak. And those are the options. So there's a couple little points about the design of this farm that I'd like to go over now. First, I was not focused on making a super compact cow farm. There's plenty of one-cell cow breeding farms out there that do a great job, but I wanted to focus more instead on cow production capacity, expandability, and ease of use, and just making it be pretty cool and fun to use too. So first on the cow production capacity, you'll see I obviously have 4 breeding cells. I found that with one cell, eventually if you get too many cows in there, it gets pretty hard to get most of them or the majority of them bred as you start refeeding the same cows that have already eaten. So with 4 cells here, it gets pretty easy to get the vast majority of them, well above 90%, to be constantly fed and therefore breeding. I'd recommend like 30 to 50 cows in each cell here, assuming you can hit take the frame rate hit. But if you can even go further and easily make this an 8 cell and get some really crazy cow production rates here if you so want. One of the other advantages is when the babies are born, they have 4 directions where they can escape the pile. Many cow farms, the babies will get born, but they'll get stuck in there because they can't escape on any side. They'll get pushed up against glass or something. So this cow farm isn't going to suffer from that. The babies are going to automatically and 100% get shot out of the pack there, so to speak. On top of that, we got a nice little control panel, as you can see, that I really just think adds a nice little touch to the farm. You know, I know raw beef isn't in high demand anymore since they removed it from villager trading, but at the same time, maybe you got a pack of wolves you want to feed. Who knows? Options are fun. I like them. And the control panel is fully aware of the state all the time. For instance, you don't have to turn the lava off before you turn the water on to let the cows come through. It's going to do that for you automatically. The water's on, so you're in breeding mode. Babies are going to fall in nice and safe, and when you turn water off, there's a time delay system, and then the lava will kick back on. So it's going to be fully aware of the state for you at all times. All right, now for the part that many of you have been waiting for, let's swing around the back and see what is going on back here. You can see we got our water elevator here on the side, tucked in where the baby cows are going to come up and then go into the holding area. Redstone, not too bad at all. It only goes back 2 blocks past the cow holding area where the baby cows grow up. So what do you say we get jumping on the tutorial? Alright, first thing you want to do is start out with a 7x9 platform, just like this. And then coming off the side, just like that, go ahead and build a wall 3 blocks high, all the way around, just like that, and carry it all the way around. And you should be looking at a box that looks something like this. So now what you're going to need to do is identify where you want your front side to be. So this is the side with the control panel here. Hop down in and break these 4 blocks right there, and those 2 right there. Glass on those 2 right there, just so you can kind of peek in a little bit. Now pop down below here, and you're going to come down 2 blocks and just bring this down a little bit like this, just to make a little kind of trench here, just like that right there. Now from this point, you're going to take some signs and start building signs off that glass, holding shift to place these signs here. Place 4 of them, and that's going to stop the water from going down into the trench down there. So now we're going to put in the dispensers that the cows are going to stand on. So go ahead and place a block right there and put upward facing dispensers on top of them, and then just go ahead and break the blocks underneath. Then do the same exact thing over on this side. Again, you're one in and one over. Dispensers facing up just like that. Break the temporary block beneath it. And now take some redstone torches and put them on the walls behind the dispensers just like that. So they're on the side walls just like this. All right, now we're going to surround each of the 4 dispensers with signs on all sides so that the water that comes out of them has no place to go. So to do that, what we're going to need to do is come over just like that right there. So there's a 1 block gap and 1 block off the wall, and place a sign right on it like that. Do the same thing on this side now. Don't need that block there, that's temporary. And put a sign right there. Now on the main walls there and there. So what you'll have is when the water comes up from the dispenser on all 4 sides, there will be a sign, so it can't go anywhere. It's just going to sit in there nice, but the baby cows can still shoot off in all 4 directions. So we're going to go ahead and repeat that on all 4 of them. And again, come out 2 blocks like that, place a sign right there. And this guy here, you can actually, it's already in place, so just put a sign on the other side, just like that. And again, on the side walls, like that, and you should have signs on all 4 sides. And then repeat that on the other 2 over there. Okay, from this point then, you can add the water to all 4 corners of this room if you want, or you can wait till the end, it's no big deal. But they're going to go there, and there. In all the 4 corners, and you should get a nice stream that looks just like this, pushing everything right into that drop right there. Now, from this point, you're going to grab some regular blocks, and from the front side here, come in one like this, and bring this one down just like this. Now, right here, stay flush with the outside wall, and again, on this side, come in one, and on the front wall, stay even with where it was. So you get a situation that looks just like this. Now go ahead and fill this all in with glass all the way around except the spots where there are dispensers above there. So you're going to leave a hole right above all your 4 dispensers just like that. So again, filling this in just like this on top of all the other glass that was there, and leave the hole above this dispensers empty, and then go ahead and fill all this in. Alright, so you should have a 7x7 glass floor with the 4 holes in it. At this point, you got to decide how you want to decorate the walls of your room or whatever. For the tutorial, I'm just going to do a very simple 3-high wall all the way around. I'm going to take some iron bars now and put them above each of the 4 holes, like that, just skipping a block. Because, you know, I don't know about you guys, but I don't like falling in there with the cows. Now, on the front wall, go ahead and bust out those 3 blocks right there. You're going to put your chest right there. That's where the items are going to go. You're going to take a slab and put it there, and a glass block and put it there. Again, right in there is going to be the holding cell where the babies are going to come in. And then at this point, you can also put in your lever system, your control panel system here, put the item frames and all of the items in place. Once you have that done, you might want to consider moving your cows in. Alright, swinging around the back side now, go ahead and grab a hopper and shift click into the chest so that it is pointing into the chest, obviously. Take 3 blocks, go there, and there so that you can enclose the hopper area. Now, I prefer to use a iron trap door here, but you can use a sign if you want. So I prefer the trap door right there like that. If you're tight on resources, a sign works there, but you can see the sign from the outside. That's the only difference. They both stop the lava, which is all that really matters at this point. Now, from there, go ahead and take a dispenser and put it on the side right there. That's going to hold your lava. Take a temp block right there and put a sticky piston facing in, just like that, with a block right there. That's going to be the suffocation block. And then just 1 more block right there. Alright, next we are going to add the water elevator that's going to take the baby cows all the way up into the holding cell. So go ahead and swoop down here, down to the bottom, grab some regular blocks and come out 2 more blocks from right there, and then 3 more this way, just like that. Now grab some glass and do a little bit of glass action all around here, like that, and a little bit more like this. You get the idea. And right on top of that last block right there, add a stair facing that way, with a sign right there. So it's like kind of on an angle. A little more glass there. And at this point now you can go back and put a water source all the way at the back of your trench, and the water should stop right before the stair right there. A little more glass, and let's see, add a couple more blocks like that. Glass, 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 close that off just like that. Now you want to take some fences and put one there, and then starting there, 6 going up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Now down here, you're going to add one more water source block right there. That's going to carry the cows up and in. Now go ahead and just basically go crazy with the glass at this point and start glassing all this up right here, just like this, all the way up, 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 and take this up too. Take it to right there and go ahead and fill in water source blocks from on top of that post right there. So like that. And then just keep filling these all in with water source blocks all the way up to there, okay? Now at this point, you're going to see the water is going to stop and fall down a little bit. So go ahead and glass a little bit more in here. Do solid blocks right there because these are visible from the inside. And if it's glass, I don't know, personally I just like the solid blocks there. Go ahead and add more glass there. A sign right there. That's going to hold the water when it comes by here. Now, at this point, it's a little bit tricky. We need to add a block on top of that fence post there, which is going to extend the water to hit the sign, okay? So add a block right there. You'll see the water will extend. Go ahead and break that block, and now add a water source block directly above that fence post right there. Okay, and that's just there to get it so the baby cows don't get jammed up and stuff. They'll they'll float up to the top here and float right over and fall into this holding area right there. All right, at this point we just need to go ahead and cover up our water stream here so the cows don't bounce out. At this point, I prefer to use slabs, 1, 2, 3, 4, mainly just because you might catch a glimpse of it from down there depending on how your build goes, but you can use more glass here if you want to cover up the stream just like that so the baby cows won't suffocate on slabs. Down here now you can use slabs or glass, whatever you want. I'll use glass in this case just because I like to be able to see what's going on in there. So 4 more glass there, again, just to keep it so that the baby cows are guaranteed to stay in there. And then at this point I should mention that you probably want to swing around here. You see that we got some stuff poking up here. The build calls for putting some stairs right here, but however you want to cover this up is up to you, but we are going to need to put some redstone on this line right here, so kick it over 1 notch, whatever you want to do there. Alright, it is time to do some of the redstone now. So, assuming you have your control panel in the right spot, make sure it's all labeled the same way and it's in the exact same position and everything, we're going to go ahead and place 3 blocks there, there, and there, okay? Take your repeaters now and go 1, 2, 3 coming away from the wall, grab some more blocks and go 1, 2, 3 so that each of the repeaters are pointing into the blocks just like that. Now come down 2 and do the same thing down here. So you should be looking just like this now. Take some dust and go 1, 2, 3 down there. 2 more blocks right there like that. Block right there like that, down 1. Now take dust, 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 and a torch right there. Take 1 more block now and add it right there on an angle so the dust goes right into that block right there. Should be looking just like this now. Okay, moving on, down below by the hopper now, we're going to add 1 more block right there and put a repeater on it facing that way. Now, it's important to put this on 3 ticks, just like that. Take another block and put it up like that, torch there, block on top of it, and dust on top of that. Now from here, we'll do block, block with a dust right there and there. Alright, moving back up on top here. Now what we're going to do is add a sticky piston and a redstone block. This is going to control, or rather send a pulse to the dispenser to control our lava. So temp block right there, sticky piston just like that, redstone block on the sticky piston just like that. And now add 2 dust there and there, okay? So that every time the redstone block moves, you'll get a quick little pulse here, which will either send out the lava or retract it back in. Now from here, just real quick, take 2 blocks back like that. And then bring up 1 on an angle just like that and connect this to that, just like that, and your redstone block should stick forward. Alright, moving on to this side over here. What we're going to do is build a little timing system that's going to give the baby cows a chance to get on the water and get up to the elevator and get into their little holding chamber there before the lava or the suffocation blocks re-extends. So from this side over here, now go ahead and add 2 blocks, 1 there and there, with some dust on both of them. Now these 4 blocks right here were probably part of your initial wall. You can go ahead and knock those out because we need to put a little bit of stuff in here. Grab some hoppers now, and you want to get 2 hoppers facing into each other by holding shift and clicking them into each other so that they point into each other just like that. grab 2 more blocks and go there with dust on top of them. Put a torch right there. Now grab a sticky piston and kind of tuck it underneath that block just like that, with a redstone block on that one right just like that. Now come down here and put a block just like this coming out of the hopper there, and put a comparator there so we can read that signal and give that a block to send its signal into. And then from there come down 1 block, or put a block just like that, and take a repeater and put it right there on default ticks. Now go ahead and add like 2 stacks of pretty much whatever you want to this system here. Alright, now is a good time to add your lava bucket in. So make sure all your knobs are pointing up here, so you're in raw beef mode. That suffocation block should be extended there. Go ahead and swing around the back now and put your lava bucket in there. And then when you come back around again now, when you take this and go from raw to cooked beef, the piston should retract and the lava should come out, and then when you put it back to raw beef, it should suck out the lava. Do it a few times, make sure it's actually working, make sure it's not taking out your lava or anything there. If it is taking out your lava, then you need to check this repeater back here, I would recommend. That's probably your mistake. Alright, so one thing I forgot to tell you to do was add the water buckets to the dispensers, the 4 dispensers that the cows are on. So if you haven't done that now, go ahead and do it now. And once you're done with that, assuming all the cows are not jumping around and the water is in the bucket in the dispenser still, go ahead and turn your switch here to on, okay? And what we're going to do is hook up the torches there that are going to toggle the water buckets inside the dispensers. It's going to make the cows dance. So what we need to do now is from the outside here, identify the blocks, this one here and this one here, that have the redstone torches behind them, okay? However you want to figure that out is up to you. If you're building this exactly, it's going to be, well, that block and that block. If not, if you've made some adjustments, you can bust through the wall here, but just be careful that if you break a sign to replace it, that sort of thing. Okay, so once you get those blocks identified, then real easy, come up like that, one like that, and in like so, and do the exact same thing over here, up, and in. Now, take some dust and starting under the redstone block there, go ahead and put those just like that. Run this over here, dust down in there, okay? Now, from here, run this down like this, and we're going to have to take this signal and wrap it around to get the 2 torches on the other side. So from here, come down a block like that, and again, we're going to be carrying the dust all the way down. Take this line all the way down here, and we're going to have something like this here. Put a block there, and this dust is going to go all the way down the line, just like that, okay? Take a torch now and put it right there. Now from here, I've identified the 2 blocks again on this side already that have the redstone torches on them. So you can come up a block like that, carry this one in just like that, nice and easy. And this one can come up just like the, pain, just like the other ones. So it's going to look just like that, okay? Then take your dust and run this one up here, down the line, over, down there, and into that torch just like that, okay? Now, let's see, how are we doing? All right, all the cows are off. Let's see if this works. Okay, they're all bouncing now, but you can tell I'm out of sync here. They're bouncing, and this is off. I probably should have had you leave that off. So what you can do now is, if you're out of sync, just go ahead and break this line right here, and then re-add it, and that should put your cows in sync now. So water is off, and cows are off, turning water on, and the cows start dancing. There you go. Alright guys, that is going to do it. As always, if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave a comment below in the video, and I will do my best to get back to you. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. And until next time guys, this is Tango. I am out.